The riders will not have time to warm up today. They're already at work on the first a climb of 15.3 kilometers at an average of 6.3%.
We're approaching the finish of the tour, guys. Everyone is tired and everything will be decided now. It's all a question of mental strength.
Allez.
30 seconds lead.
Allez le maillot jaune. Plus vite. Allez. Vite.
It's looking good. You've got over a minute's lead on the peloton. It looks like you're going it alone. Good luck. There's plenty of damage at the back of the peloton. It will be a long day in the saddle for those who fall behind.
His qualities as a ruler are exceptional. You mustn't give a meter's lead. His especially as he takes short climbs in his stride and has no interest in waiting for the sprint, given his lack of pace. He's after the points classification. Counter-attack inside the peloton.
A teammate is beginning to lose touch.
Continuez comme ça.
It's looking good. You've got more than a minute's lead on the peloton.
Allez, burrito. Vas-y, Gezi. Vas-y, Richie. Vas-y, Rafa. Allez, Martin.
He does well on short climbs, but he can't really rely on his sprint qualities to hope for a win. The Col de Chaussee earns points towards the mountain standings for the first 6.
Vas-y, Alberto. Allez, les gars. Vas-y, Rodriguez.
Reduce speed a bit, otherwise you'll hit the wall. You've got 1 minute 30 over the peloton. It turned out to be a good move.
He's a good climber. His best chance of victory is to try a breakaway from far out. He could be labelled as a puncher, but is also good in the mountains. However, his top speed can be described as lethargic.
The front of the race is 2 kilometers from the summit.
The breakaway can't widen the gap.
Vas-y, burrito. Vas-y, JC.
over the last climb.
A descent that is coming up as many successions of bends. The riders must remain cautious. The time gap between the peloton and the escapees is stationary.
Understood. I will relay.
Vas-y, Pierre! Courage!
You must constantly try to shelter from the wind, so as not to consume energy. This is what allows a rider to edge clear at the end of the race. When going downhill, the aerodynamic position is useful to increase speed without expending energy. That's good enough, lads. There's no way we can lose the green jersey today. It's good. You've won the intermediate sprint. Well done. You increase your lead for the green jersey.
Vas-y, Mashka!
Guys, don't forget to protect our leader. Communication is important. That's why we have team comp.
Allez, Roman! Allez, les gars! Courage!
He can only rely on his qualities as a ruler. Sprints and climbs are not his thing.
Allez, allez! Allez, allez!
Venga chicos, ánimo.
Allez, les gars!
A pure climber, uncomfortable on the flat. Given his youth, he still has time to improve.
Bravo, les gars! Allez, Pierre!
The gap with the yellow jersey is melting away. The escapees will have difficulties going all the way.
Fatigueur! Auf geht's, Peter! Komm schon, Jens! Auf geht's, Vincenzo! Komm schon, Pierre! Allez, ça gueule!
Allez Romain, c'est super, allez, continue.
He has ambitions for the polka dot jersey.
Come on! Allez, vos cœurs! Allez, vos cœurs!
The gap isn't changing much.
Collective fall. It may create gaps.
Allez, mort! Vas-y, Arthur! Vas-y, Pierre! Vas-y, pourrito! Allez, continuez comme ça! Allez, saga!
The breakaway is increasing its lead over the yellow jersey, but there's no worry as it contains no big guns for the overall standings.
I'll relay. I'll make a big effort on the relay. I'll relay.
Vas-y, pourrito! Allez, Alta! Allez, Michel!
He's a pure climber, able to follow the very best when he's in shape.
Allez, Chavaleur!
I'll make a big effort on the relay.
Allez, Carlo! Allez, Chavanel! Continuez comme ça!
The first slopes of the Col de la Croix de Fer are looming for the breakaway.
The tempo is increasing at the head of the race. The breakaway riders will try and manage the time gap.
Allez, les gars!
The Croix de Fer is undoubtedly the main challenge of the day. With over 22 kilometres at an average of 6.8%, there will be a ferocious whittling away.
Vas-y, Chavanel! Vas-y, là!
Allez, Romain, c'est super!
Allez, la Chavanel!
Understood. I'll make a big effort on the relay.
The head of the race has 1.5 minutes lead on the yellow jersey.
Allez, type là! Vas-y, Warren, encore! Allez, les gars! Courage! Here we go, here we go, here we go! Continuez comme ça, les gars! Vas-y, putain! Allez, les gars, courage! Allez, vas-y, Gallo!
I'll relay. I'll make a big effort on the relay. Okay, we'll relay. I'll make a big effort on the relay. Understood. I'll make a big effort on the relay. I'll relay.
Vas-y, galopard! Allez, vas-y, Gisèle! Oh, oui! Vas-y, Fabian! Alejandro, vas-y! Wouhou! Vas-y, Sylvain!
I'll make a big effort on the relay.
Allez, les gars! Allez, Warren! Allez, Pierrot! Vas-y,
He's the best placed in the overall standings amongst those at the head of the race.
allez, Richie! Allez, Rafale! Vas-y, Dan! Allez, Arthur! Vas-y, Dan! Allez, Nord! Vas-y, Sylvain! Allez, Romain! Allez, Robert! Vas-y, là! Allez, le maillot jaune! Here we go! Yeah! Allez, Maxime! est en cours. Allez, Robert. Allez, Vico. Allez, Fabian. Vas-y, Rafa. Go, go, go.
I'll make a big effort on the relay. I'll relay. The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed.
Allez, les gars, courage. Allez, le maillot jaune. Allez, les gars, vas-y, Aslan. Allez, Savadell.
I'll make a big effort on the relay.
Allez, les gars.
I'll relay.
Allez, Pierrot. Allez, Jean-Christophe. Go, 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 go.
I'll make a big effort on the relay.
Allez, Saga. Allez, Pierre. Vas-y, Kourou.
Understood.
Vas-y, Pierre.
I'll relay.
Vas-y, Alberto, ouais. Vas-y, Martin. Il fait comme ça. Il fait comme ça.
I'll relay.
The front runners are halfway up. They will soon be facing the most torturous percentages of the crud fair.
Allez, les gars, courage. Vas-y, parfait. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Allez, Masca.
Understood. I'll relay. I'll take it easy on the relay. I'll relay.
C'est bien, je suis fort, continue.
Allez, Chris. Komm schon, Peter.
The gap with the yellow jersey is melting away. The escapees will have difficulties going all the way.
Allez, Barguil. Allez, voilà. Allez, le maillot jaune. Allez, Sylvain. Vauclair. Vas-y, Quintana.
The gap isn't changing much. The yellow jersey group is 1 minute from the head of the race.
Komm schon, Pierre. Vas-y, Einstein. Komm schon, c'est bon. Allez, les gars, courage. Allez, allez, vas-y, Thibaut.
The breakaway is increasing its lead. Alejandro Valverde needs no introduction. Puncher, climber with multiple stage wins on the Grand Tours and in the Ardennes Classics. Given what he's already shown in the mountains and against the clock, he's a logical favourite for the final victory.
They're riding hard behind. This isn't the moment to relax. The front of the race is 2 kilometers from the summit. You are 2 kilometers from the summit. Watch your opponents. Keep an eye on him. He's the best climber in the breakaway.
After the descent, the riders will head straight onto the Col du Molar, a 5.7-kilometer climb classified as second category. He's one of the best punchers, but he's also very comfortable in the mountains.
Here's the positions over the last climb.
He can ride for himself or serve as a luxury teammate.
It is not always a good idea to be too many in a breakaway, as the others will not necessarily want to cooperate with us.
Over the years, Joaquin Rodriguez has become a specialist in wins on very steep slopes. He's one of the best punchers. Watch out for his attacks. He's one of the favourites for the race and the undisputed leader of his team. Watch out for him. Pure climber with an attacking temperament, Nairo Quintana represents the revival of Colombian cycling. Despite weaknesses in time trials and his young age, he's already won the Tour of Italy. He's a free element. He can upset the apple cart if conditions are right.
The end of the stage is not far off. Stay awake. It will soon start to move in the peloton.
C'est bon.
5 points are up for grabs by the first rider to the top for the Col du Molar.
I want you to ride in his tracks. He's dangerous for the overall standing.
Continuez comme ça. Ça marche pas.
Still a candidate for the white jersey, Thibaut Pinot is a pure climber capable of competing with the best in the mountains, as witnessed by his third place in the overall standings in 2014. A result which also saw his name written amongst the list of winners of the white jersey. 30 seconds between the breakaway and the yellow jersey. Excellent descender, very good climber and good rouleur, Vincenzo Nibali is an all-round rider. He's also one of the few riders to have won the 3 Grand Tours. It's a winding descent from the Molar. Riders must be especially wary of its second half, which includes many hairpin bends.
Reduce speed a bit, otherwise you'll hit the wall. A teammate has just been dropped. You can't count on him any longer.
The final climb to La Toussuire will begin soon. It's an 18-kilometer climb at an average of 6.1%.
You're not doing your share of the work, and so the others no longer want to ride. Anyway, we're into the final kilometers. We can forget any ideas of cooperation. attack! We've got to react! He's dangerous!
Continuez comme ça. Vas-y-en. Mais voilà.
Watch out! You'll soon have no more energy to attack. Your opponents would like you to take more relays. It's up to you. We're near the end, and it's every man for himself.
Vas-y, Pino.
It is important to relay a minimum during a breakaway, so that everyone agrees to cooperate. But be careful not to do too much in order to save some strength for the finish. I want you to ride in his tracks. He's dangerous for the overall standings. An attack! We've got to react! He's dangerous!
Plus vite. Plus vite. Wouhou. Allez, le maillot jaune. Allez, allez. Allez, allez. Bravo. 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 Plus vite. Plus vite. Courage, on continue. Continue comme ça. Allez, allez, allez. Allez. Allez, le maillot jaune. Ça va aller.
The head of the race is onto a shelf, a chance for a breather before facing the final ramps of the climb.
Vas-y, Fabien. Allez, marche. Vas-y, Foumet. Allez, Robert. Vas-y, ça gagne. Vas-y, Sylvain. Allez.
Only 5 kilometers left for the race leaders.
There's an attack at the head of the peloton.
Vas-y,
The race leaders are within 3 kilometers of La Toussuire. They'll probably have to settle it in a sprint.
Allez,
30 seconds between the breakaway and the yellow jersey.
The breakaway is 1 kilometer from the finishing line.
He is in sparkling form and you can clap him loudly. Here's the green jersey of this Tour de France.
Hello everyone. The legendary Alpe d'Huez climb will be the decider today. But before getting there, the riders must first climb the Telegraph and the Galibier, a short and relentless stage that promises to be a great show.
Today we have no choice. This is a crucial stage for the overall standings, and we're going to have to attack if we want to make up our arrears. So, good luck lads, and do your best.
Understood.
The breakaway can't widen the gap. He does well on short climbs, but he can't really rely on his sprint qualities to hope for a win.
There's plenty of damage at the back of the peloton. It will be a long day in the saddle for those who fall behind. Reduce speed a bit, otherwise you'll hit the wall. Here's the positions over the last climb. You seem to be running on empty. Lift your foot if you don't want to blow up.
He's a good climber. Even if he's fairly effective in the mountains, he's thought of more as a puncher. His best chance of victory is to try a breakaway from far out. The time gap between the peloton and the escapees is stationary.
The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed.
The advance of the lead group should be enough to carry it to the end.
Here's the winner of the intermediate sprint.
The yellow jersey group is 1 minute from the head of the race. The riders up front have a 1 minute lead on the favourites group.
That's good enough, lads. There's no way we can lose the green jersey today. It's good.
Alpe d'Huez is a 13.8-kilometre climb and 21 mythical bends. Who will enter the legend this year? The gap between the favourites group and the front is 30 seconds. 30 seconds between the breakaway and the yellow jersey.
Okay, we'll relay. I'll make a big effort on the relay. I'll relay. Understood. I'll make a big effort on the relay.
The breakaway is being reeled in. It will be difficult to withstand the return of a yellow jersey.
I'll relay. The end of the stage is not far off. Stay awake. It will soon start to move in the peloton. The yellow jersey does not necessarily need to attack. Depending on his lead, he can simply follow attacks and counter at the very end of the stage. You'll get his team to ride behind you, but it's worth a try. You have 30 seconds lead on the yellow jersey. You're 30 seconds ahead of the favorites group. The yellow jersey was in danger, but he's once again leading the overall standings.
The yellow jersey has just joined up with the lead group. Given what he's already shown in the mountains and against the clock, he's a logical favourite for the final victory. He's one of the favourites for the race and the undisputed leader of his team. Watch out for him.
You still have 10 kilometres to make up some time.
Only 10 kilometres left for the head of the race. Pure climber with an attacking temperament, Nairo Quintana represents the revival of Colombian cycling. Despite weaknesses in time trials and his young age, he's already won the Tour of Italy.
They're riding hard behind. This isn't the moment to relax.
He's a free element. He can upset the apple cart if conditions are right. Alejandro Valverde needs no introduction. Puncher, climber with multiple stage wins on the Grand Tours and in the Ardennes Classics. Excellent descender, very good climber and good rouleur, Vincenzo Nibali is an all-round rider. He's also one of the few riders to have won the 3 Grand Tours. Still a candidate for the white jersey, Thibaut Pinot is a pure climber capable of competing with the best in the mountains, as witnessed in the overall standings in 2014. A result which also saw his name written amongst the list of winners of the white jersey.
I want you to ride in his tracks. He's dangerous for the overall standings.
The lead rider has 30 seconds on the favourites. The gap is 1 minute between the favourites and the guy in the front.
The yellow jersey is attacking. We've got to go now! Watch out. You'll soon have no more energy to attack. Only 5 kilometers left for the race leaders.
attack at the head of the peloton. At less than 3 kilometers from the finish, the man in front looks to be heading towards a prestigious victory.
Acceleration. You've got to try and follow him. There's movement. Let's attack as well to put the yellow jersey in difficulty. The breakaway is 1 kilometer from the finishing line.
He will climb onto the podium to receive his jersey and a kiss from the hostesses. Here's the green jersey of this Tour de France.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. The final stage on the Champs-Élysées is always one of the most coveted. In the past, it's sprinters seeking the prestige of a victory in Paris have sometimes been caught off guard, but it hasn't happened very often. With the specialists who currently dominate the discipline, it's an even more demanding challenge. The riders have just set out and already there's an attack.
Okay, guys. I don't think the overall standings will change today. It's more of a stage for fighters, so stay under wraps. There's nothing to get excited about.
The riders will follow the same, passing in front of the Eiffel Tower, and will cross the Pont Royal before entering the prestigious circuit. The peloton has caught up. There's no more escapees. Things are livening up at the head of the peloton.
Use the high gear ratio when the tempo of the race picks up. The rest of the time, use the small gear ratio so as not to strain yourself.
Things are livening up at the head of the peloton. The first riders are entering the Champs-Élysées circuit. An intermediate sprint will be contested on the second crossing of the line.
The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed.
Okay, we'll relay. I'll make a big effort on the relay.
Attack at the head of the peloton.
I'll make a big effort on the relay.
The riders will have 4 laps to do.
I'll relay.
His teammates are accelerating. He's no doubt asked them to reel in the counterattack to avoid too big a breakaway.
First time around the Arc de Triomphe.
Okay, we'll relay.
Attack at the head of the peloton. Watch out for him. He's a real puncher who can come out on top on any finish with a short climb, but he can also rely on a good turn of speed if there's a group finish.
The head of the race is 5 kilometers from the intermediate sprint.
I'll make a big effort on the relay.
The breakaway's widening the gap, but there's nobody who's a threat to the overall standings.
His teammates have positioned themselves at the head of the peloton. They will no doubt manage the gap so as to finish in a sprint.
I'll make a big effort on the relay.
Last time checked with the breakaway, 1 minute. The breakaway's losing ground.
I'll make a big effort on the relay.
You must constantly try to shelter from the wind so as not to consume energy. This is what allows a rider to edge clear at the end of the race.
The race leaders cross the line. They still have 3 laps to go.
Here's the winner of the intermediate sprint.
Okay, I'll put in a big acceleration.
His best chance of victory is to try a breakaway from far out. They're going to have to ride hard to read in the breakaway. With this lead, they can start to believe it.
Understood.
The gap is increasing. We don't need to ride for now. There's nobody dangerous for us in the breakaway.
I'll relay.
Watch out! You're not going to be able to attack for much longer. You'll have to up the pace. Moving into the driving seat behind. They're riding hard behind. This isn't the moment to relax.
I'll make a big effort on the relay. I'll relay. Okay, we'll relay. I'll relay.
"30 seconds lead for the head of the race." Two more laps. The end of this tour is not far off.
I'll relay.
The gap is decreasing, guys. The peloton should be there for the stage win.
The riders are all back together. Everything will be played out in the final kilometres.
I'll take it easy on the relay.
The peloton is beginning the final lap. The sprinters' team will continue to set a heavy tempo to avoid attacks.
Understood. We're staying tucked in.
10 kilometers. This will finish in a mass sprint. I'm counting on you to win the stage and strengthen our hold on the green jersey. 10 kilometers from the finish, guys. Stay well positioned to avoid fall. A teammate has just been dropped. You can't count on him any longer. Just 5 more kilometers. Get ready to sprint. We must win to secure the green jersey. Just 5 more kilometers. We are heading for a mass sprint. Collective fall. It may create gaps. Big crash in the peloton.
Last passage through the tunnel for the peloton. You have to be well placed. Riders who are beyond 30th will have too much to do to catch up and hope to win. Tension is at its maximum. The lead-out riders will soon move aside to open the way for the sprinter. The final sprint of the Tour de France is on.
Understood. Go, 1 kilometer. You've got to give everything in the sprint. Last kilometer, you've got to sprint.
Okay, we'll relay hard.
He succeeded in avoiding all the pitfalls to win today. Here's the winner of the Champs-Élysées. He succeeded in avoiding all the pitfalls. Consistent throughout this tour, he managed to score enough points to dominate his rivals. It's time for the best sprinter to receive the green jersey. You may congratulate him. It is richly deserved. Always present at the front, we can say that with this jersey on his shoulders, there's no doubt that we should see him play a leading role for a few more